Hello, namaste. It's lovely to connect with you today. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm very honoured to be here sharing with you today. Today for me is Thursday the 15th of February, and it's getting a bit late in the evening. I don't know, it must be getting close to 8 p.m. perhaps. And I was inspired to stop by and to pull some cards for Thursday and Friday. So I trust that you're doing well and things are flowing well for you. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I've got a little time delay, I see, so fingers crossed that this stream holds. Hello, Tammy. Hi, Aish. Hi, someone, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Joynina? Oh, sorry. I'm not very good with different languages. Hi, Martha and Anit. Mohammed's here. Batcha is here. And Natalie, hello. Hi, Lizzie. Lovely to see you all. So, if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my Speed of Light Oracle cards, and I'm going to be pulling one card for Thursday, the 15th of February, one card for Friday, the 16th of February, and one card for the theme for Thursday and Friday. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today, so this is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that our paths have crossed for a reason, that it's no accident that we happen to be online together now, either live like it is now, or if you're watching the replay later. So you will know if it's guidance that's meant to be for you, because it will resonate with you. It will make sense to you. And if it makes sense, if it resonates, then it is information that you need to hear, and you can trust that. You don't need to trust in me, just trust in what feels right for you. I trust what feels right for me, and I share it as best as I can, and you just need to trust what feels right for you now. So, I feel that's all I need to say to start, or before I start, so I'm going to start. I'm going to shuffle my deck now and look for the best card for Thursday, the 15th of February. So Thursday the 15th of February, and I trust 100% that the best card will find its way to the top of the deck based on the way I choose my cards. So the energy has been quite wild. There's been kind of flattening moments. There's been wild moments. We have very gale force winds here at the moment, and it's been very stormy, not just weather-wise, but also very much internally. Lots of wild, stirring up energy at this time, which can be a little bit unsettling and a little bit flattening. So let's see what comes up. I'm very keen to see. And we're going to go with this card for Thursday the 15th of February. And we've got the Koala, card 52. And Koala says, ponder, slow, quiet, grandfather, and wait. And, you know, I could see how this card relates to Thursday being nearly at the end of the day. That brings forward this sense of slowness, this slow pace. Even though things may be a bit wild and there's big news that's been coming in, there's been lots of big things happening and lots of big changes that have been taking place in these last few days. And it's almost like the koala just sits there sleeping in the tree while the storm takes place around it. So some of us may feel moments of being really swept into the storm, and other moments of really needing to just hold quiet and wait. There is a lot of waiting time at this time as well. So we might have a lot of things that we need to do, but especially on Thursday, we may need to wait for a time to happen, wait for an appointment to start, wait for words to be digested. Wait for the information to come in. So there is a sense of waiting that's kind of underlying a very stormy sort of energy that's quite wild at the moment. It reminds me a bit of holding in the eye of the storm. So we might at moments be kind of swept into that chaos of the storm. But on Thursday especially, we've been guided to just do our best to hold centre, take some deep breaths and find that quiet, still place within. Let's not get too impatient with the waiting, but trust that the brakes might be on for some specific reason, and we may not know that reason quite yet. So we can trust that there's a reason for the waiting. So slowing down, quiet energy. There's a lot of I've noticed a lot of quite elderly male figures are moving over to spirit in these last 24 to 48 hours. I know of 3 personally, very old brotherly kind of fatherly figures. So that grandfather energy is really getting my attention here as well. So there's that sort of strong masculine energy that's coming through. And I'm still yet to process what that's about, so I'll still reflect on that personally and perhaps share a little bit more in the next video if I'm inspired to. But that's the guidance for Thursday. I trust it makes sense for you. Thank you. So what made sense to you about that? Are you already getting into your Thursday? What feels right for you in that information? So I'm now looking for the best card for Friday the 16th of February. Friday the 16th. And it's not Friday for any of us yet. So this will, of course, be guidance in advance. And we'll go with this card for Friday here. And we've got Turtle. This is Turtle Dreaming. It's a featured card, so we are going to honour that. Up here it has further information, which says draw the bottom card from the deck. So we'll go with this card here, which is also a featured card. So let's follow that as well. There's more information here. It says fan out the deck and choose one card. So let's just not think about it. I'm just going to go straight with this card. That's not featured. So we've got 3 cards for Friday. Let me just get myself organised. So we've got these 3 cards for Friday. So they've all come up together for a reason. We're going to look at them separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So this is Turtle Dreaming, card 45. And the key words say serious, clarification, concentrate, and specific. So Turtle, when this card comes up, he wants us to get serious about something. So especially on Friday, let's stay focused, let's concentrate, let's get really specific with what we want or what we want to accomplish on Friday. The turtle here carries this dream catcher on its back. So it reminds us specifically, perhaps for some of us, to get serious about our dreams now. That it's time to stop doubting ourselves and stop talking ourselves out of taking the next step, but actually get serious now and concentrate on what the next step is going to be for us and what feels right. So let's not put our dreams on hold forever. Let's take some action to get these dreams happening and get them moving in our life, get them actually manifesting. The second card is another featured card, and it's called Shaman, card 17, and the key words say solitude, grounding, mending, privacy, and reassess. So this is very much a privacy card, and it talks about perhaps withdrawing a little bit from being social or being a bit public. We might just feel a little bit sort of hermit-like on Friday, and to know that that space is okay. So if we have moments on Friday where we feel that we just want to be in our own company or in our own space, we need to know that that's okay. So let's allow ourselves to find that space if we need it for privacy, to kind of withdraw a little bit so that we can mend and reflect and reassess where we're going in our life. So that's the message from the Shaman. And then the third card that came up here is card 15, Projection. And I'm not surprised this card's come up at all. The key words say vision, focus, concentration and chaos. So concentration is a theme because that was also in, concentrate is in the turtle card as well. So let's make sure we stay focused and really concentrate on Friday. We might find sometimes we might get distracted. So let's stay focused on the task at hand and focus on what is working for us in our life rather than what isn't. So this card's very much about staying focused during the dramatic, chaotic, scattered, wild, and I love that word at the moment, energies that are in play at this time. So there's a lot of, when I did this illustration, there's a lot of energy all around here, yet this figure, this represents us, is really being guided to stay focused and really concentrate. And it might be really difficult to do that on Friday, so we might need to make that extra effort. So let's look at these three cards together and see what we need to talk about. So the turtle talks about getting serious. Let's remember to get serious about our private time. Let's get serious about our solitude and our time of mending, our time of healing, our time of reflection and reassessing our life. We have changed so much, not only in these last few days, but in these last weeks and these last months. And a lot of us have been through a big growth cycle just in this last week or so. So some of us will perhaps have the space and the privacy and the time available on Friday to reflect on what we need to shift or what we need to get serious about in our life now. Some of us may be inspired to look at our schedule, our priorities, and start shifting and shuffling things to match up with the person that we've become, the person that we are today, rather than who we were even a week or 2 weeks ago. We've shifted a lot in this time. So especially stay focused, get serious about our privacy, our time of reassessment, especially to stay focused and concentrate during the chaos. So to stay within the eye of the storm that's playing out around us. Let's not get dragged into the storm at this time, the wild, chaotic, very unruly, potent energy that's playing out. Let's stay focused within the eye of the storm. Take some really nice deep breaths and not allow the storm and the wildness to affect us in a negative way as best as we can. So that's the guidance for Friday, which is quite a lot there. So you might find just one thing may stand out for you, or perhaps everything in that made sense, and that's okay. So before I pick the theme card, let's take some nice deep breaths while I play the singing bell. So this is my Tibetan singing bell, and I've taken the ringer out and I hold my singing bell this way. And I'm going to play this for a moment and encourage you to take some nice deep breaths to find your center, and especially find your center if you've been noticing a bit of drama or chaos or stormy, wild energy around you in your life, perhaps in the weather where you are right now. Just see if you can take some breaths now and find your center. There's nothing you can do wrong, so just simply breathe, connecting with your body, and just listen to the sounds of the bell. I'll just play this for a minute or so. Thank you. Okay, so now let's look for the best card for the theme for Thursday and Friday. I think of the theme card as tying these days together and helping us see the bigger picture for Thursday and Friday. It's a bit breezy, actually it's very, very windy here, so I trust it's not too loud on the microphone. So I don't know if it is until I listen back, but I just trust it's okay. Let's now, so the theme card, I trust the best one will find its way to the top, and it will be this here. We've got another featured card. These are really popular. There's only 9 in the deck, so I guess we need lots of information for these days. So this is called Crystal Beach, and it has further instructions up here, which say split the deck and take the top card. So I'm just going to split the deck here, take this card. We've got Wolf, card 11 and card 44, for those of you interested in numbers or power numbers. So these are the theme cards. We're going to look at them separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So we've got card 11 called Crystal Beach. And the key words say decision, vision, pondering, clarity, and decide. This card talks about going near a body of water, like a river, a lake, the ocean, or even connecting with water, perhaps through a shower or a bath, or visualizing water, because there's something about the water element that's going to help bring forward some clarity that may be needed over Thursday and Friday, especially clarity in regards to making a decision. I'm laughing because I'm looking up at my window here. Well, I'm not really looking up there, but something caught my eye at this window up here, and I see a cat peering down at me, and it's Puss, who's not very happy that I'm outside and she isn't. So it just caught my eye for a moment. So water energy feels to be a carrier of clarity for some of us over Thursday and Friday, especially clarity to make a decision around something that we've been confused about. And in fact, even though the energy is quite chaotic, and at times we might be feeling quite flattened and quite crabby because we're tired and we're crabby, and we're feeling very beaten up by the energy that's around at the moment, there's this sense of feeling clearer about some things we've been muddy on recently, in recent days and weeks, that we're going to feel a sense of clarity on some muddy things that we've been feeling or thinking lately. So Thursday and Friday are very favourable to step or connect with a body of water or the water element to help you, to help us find clarity and make a decision on what we want to do next, or a decision on something that we're dealing with in our life. We will know what that is if that's a space that we're in. But there is a sense of clarity. So clarity, concentrate, brings to me, reminds me, or makes me feel like a sense of strength in our mind, potentially over these days. And card 44 goes with that card called Wolf. And the key words say instincts, moon, cycles, flow, and trust. So we're really being guided to really trust in the flow of how we feel as each moment flows into the next. It's what I was going to say is it's quite difficult at the moment to pre-plan things, because we have to be very much in the moment during this very chaotic energy that's calling us to stay focused. And so what are we focusing on? For me, I've found it helpful to focus on my flow, to focus on how I feel, and to trust in what inspires me as I flow through my moments as best as I can. So let's trust in ourselves. Let's trust in the steps that we take towards the unknown, the steps that we're taking forward in our life. We may not need to pre-plan everything. We can concentrate. We can get clear on something. We can trust in the moment without needing to pre-plan everything. So some of us may be feeling quite spontaneous and be doing things quite on a whim over Thursday and Friday, trusting in their flow and trusting in how we feel at the time. Oh, it's a new moon tonight, is it? Well, that's interesting. considering this card talks about the moon. So cycles and different phases that we go through in our life. And a lot of us are feeling that very strongly at the moment. So let's look at these guys together, because they've come up together for a reason. So we're being guided to get clear and decide, make a decision, but trust our instincts with our decision that we make. We might want to weigh up the pros and cons, but putting that aside, I feel like a lot of us are just going to trust in what feels right, to trust in our instincts in regards to the decision that we need to make or what we're looking to get clarity upon. We can't force clarity to arrive, just like we can't force ourselves to make a decision sometimes. Sometimes we just need to feel our way to that clarity, or allow it to feel its way to us, as the law of attraction governs, if you like. I used to think the law of attraction was me putting out there, let's say that I wanted to make a decision about something, and so because I wanted that so strongly and I had that intention, that I was kind of moving forward to get that clarity or to make that decision or to get clear on whatever it was. And then I realised a few years ago that actually it's that clarity, that decision, that thing that is finding its way to me. So if I stand in my power, and if I'm trusting in the flow of how I feel, and if I'm trusting in the flow of those moments, then I can trust that the clarity that I'm looking for, or the decision that I need to make, is finding its way to me. The more I search and try and seek it outside of myself, the more I'm pushing it away. It may be over here when I'm trying to look over there. So if I'm in my power in this moment, and I'm doing my best to stay in that flow and trust in myself and trust in what inspires me, then I can trust that that clarity and that decision is finding its way to me. So, you know, the koala that came up for Thursday reminds us to wait, to be patient. So we may need to be a little bit patient over Thursday and Friday too, as well as things move. It seems to be a big juggle. It's a bit like we're in a washing machine at the moment. It's just, the energy is very much all over the place. We're getting pushed and pulled in all different directions. One moment we feel great and calm. The next moment we feel angry and frustrated and crabby and tired and don't want to talk to anybody. So we're kind of in a very unstable time, if you like. But there's a lot of potential in these times as well. So let's run with this wild energy. Let's allow it to carry us to where we need to be on our journey. So I trust that makes sense for you. That's the guidance for Thursday and Friday. And it comes to you from my intuition and my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These are available now, so you can learn more about them if you want to on my website. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you'd like to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. I've had a few emails asking for readings, email readings, my intuitive healings. My supportive services are still closed. I may open them in early March. I'm not really sure. It's just been really hectic with this retreat and then winding down and then catching up on things that I've been backlogged with, and then just dealing with family stuff. So at this point, they certainly won't be open before the 1st of March, and I'm still not 100% sure whether they will open then either. So I guess we'll wait and see. So thank you for your interest in them, and I will keep that in mind. So keep letting me know that you want them, because I'm quite happy just to do some pottery most of the time. So if I know that people want it or feel that they need it at this time, then just let me know. If you do want to learn more about the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. So thanks so much for connecting. I'm very honoured that you've shared and been with me, and what are the words I'm looking for? That you've shared this space and this time with me. I'm very honoured to have spent this time with you, and I trust that you feel a little bit better, a little bit more support, or a little bit more guidance to help you get through your days and your moments. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful couple of days. I will do my best to be back to share with you on Saturday. but I'll definitely be back to share with you again soon if it's not Saturday. So thank you so much. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. And namaste means that the divine, the creator within me, honours and acknowledges the divine, the creator within you, that we are equal, that we are one. So thank you so much, and namaste.